Neutralize the objective.
What is up, guys? This is Auxiliaries, and today I'm going to be bringing you part 3 of this Demolition Feeding Spots on the map raid. I've done part 1 on Hijacked, part 2 on Standoff, and this is the final video for all the parts. And now on this map, obviously it's Demolition. If you're just tuning in on this video, please go watch the first and second one. I really recommend you doing that so you can know what I'm trying to show you and get the feeling of what I'm trying to teach you guys exactly what to do, and it will just make it a lot easier for you guys. So let's start off with this side. This is probably the best side for spawn trapping, and this map, the other side for spawn trapping isn't nearly as good. There's only really basically one good side for this map for spawn trapping, and if you spawn on the other side where the bad spawn traps on it, it's really hard to even get a feed, just because it's not really effective. You can't really manage a lot, and the spawns are kind of messed up. But let's get started. So let's just say, for example, you spawned on that side over there. So you're coming up here like this, and I recently said in my second video too, you don't want to keep sprinting like this and go through the map like you're just like you're freaking god or something. So you gotta burst your way through here, see if you can pick off any guys that come around the corner. Most likely there will be someone that comes around this corner. Oh, that's just pretty common sense. People cut through here, or you can try to see if you can get a one-shot triple wall bang or something. But so come right here, see if you can pick off any guys. Usually, most likely would pick off some guys. Come over here. Now this is where I place my tech insert. I usually place my tech insert right here, behind this giant rock, just like that. And it's kind of like protective, so when people come around the corner, you can't really see like this. So I mean, unless obviously they come right here and see it. But other than that, no one's really gonna see it. They're like, oh my god, it's right there. Depending on how good your team is, and yeah, like depending on how good your team is, your tech insert may get camped a lot, or it won't at all. So, but this is where I usually place my tech insert. I usually place it behind this giant rock. I come off it like this, and then this is where the frustration happens, and everything can get really annoying for you, just because of how many ways and different things this stuff can happen. So let's just get started right here. So when you come around this corner, there's basically a couple things you have to pay attention to and watch out for. Let's just say, for example, the first thing I do is I come right here, and I usually just go against this wall, just because I don't know, it's just a habit. So I usually come against the wall and look right here. And the reason is because the spawns on this map they're in here, right there, and then there's one like right here, and then there's one like right there. So what happens is they usually come up running like this, up the stairs, through over here, trying to get to target B. So it's very common for kids to come up here. It's kind of common that kids come camp in here. So when you're coming around this corner off your tag insert, you have to be kind of aware that people are going to be coming through there and are going to be camping. And a lot of guys camp right here too, so you got to be watch out for that. I mean, obviously anybody that's played this map has seen at least one person camp right here. So it's something you have to watch out for right there. So when you come off this thing right here, you got to look right there and see if you can pick off any guys, and just wait a couple seconds, see if anybody decides to come out. And if nobody comes out, and then this is where the magic happens. Like I said, you don't want to sprint like this and then do it. You gotta walk your way over here and then get your aim ready. So I already showed you the spawn point, so I'm gonna show you again from up there. So is the spawn point like right here on this little thing, somewhere like that? And there's one right about right here. Alright, so basically what you do is you come up, you start off right here, and basically this is what your first look is. You usually want to look right there, and like half their body probably will be like spawned right there, maybe a little bit more, half their body. So you kind of look right here, and like I said, I use this wall kind of for protection, just because if they're shooting at me, I usually go like this just for protection. So you look right here, see if you can pick off any guys. Say you kill one, then usually you want to come right here, and you gotta watch out for this little plant. I've done it so many times where I've ran into this and died. So you gotta watch out for the plant. But that is, let's say you take off one guy, you come right here, then you look right here, but like this little this little slant is where like the spawn's at, so you gotta look right here, pick up any guys, and then come back. And I've showed you in the last 2 videos where there's usually an invisible line that you cannot pass, so you can't kill someone, run this far up, kill this guy, run this far up. You can't do that. It's gonna mess up the spawns. Like, the closer you are to the spawn, the less effective it is. So you come right here, so you can pick off one guy, and then you usually come right here, and then you come back down. You just repeatedly do this the entire time. And you will have guys that, I'm not saying the entire team is gonna spawn right there, but like I said, you will have guys that will spawn over there that'll come up running like this, and then turn, you know, come behind you and kill you. So you just have to kind of know that not the entire team will be spawning there, but most probably 4 out of the 6 people that will spawn there. And another thing you have to be aware about is that people like to come right here like this, and then, you know, from the bottom, not just from the top all the time. So if they come like this, they come on a corner like that. So when you're coming in here, you gotta kind of look down this for a little bit. Like, you look at your first look, you kill one guy, and then as you're going to your second spot, you kind of just want to pinch, like, look down like this or something. Because I've died so many times by guys coming up the stairs instead of the spawn, because my aim's up like this rather than down. So that's just something you get to look out for right there. So you come in here, look on the ground, look back up, kill the guy. Oh, kill the guy on the ground, go back up, come back up, and then that's pretty much what you do on this side. This side I showed you, this is probably the most effective side, obviously. On the other side is kind of, you can't really spawn trap, but you can kind of get the team to spawn in a certain area. That's pretty much how I want to say it. You can't really get them into a spawn trap. It's so yeah. So let me show you the other side. All right. So usually on this side, what I basically do is I usually place my attack insert right. Oh, it's way over there. But I usually place my attack insert right here on this plant, and if that's not working, I will usually plant it right here. And they're kind of in the open, like I said. This side's kind of hard to spawn trap on, but you can do it. But yeah, I usually place my attack insert right here. Now there's 2 major areas where the enemy team spawns at. There's this whole grassy, that whole grassy spot. There's these. I think there's a spawn trap in here, if I can remember right. But there's yeah. There's a spawn trap right over here too. There a spawn point over there. So what I do is I come here to place my attack insert, and then I usually go like this. This is pretty much my first look, just because there's spawn points in here that guys that come out running, try to get target B, not knowing anything that's going on, or kids will be coming down here trying to get to the middle of the map or something, or you know, for whatever reason. So you come right here, you wait for your couple seconds, and then you kind of go like this, and you look right here. That's your second look. Like I said, you don't want to go like this and then, you know, turn sharp. There's always that invisible line. You have to. I always kind of just like making like a half a circle. Like I don't just go straight and then turn. I kind of just do like a little bit of a loop. But so let's say you pick off one guy, pick off 2 guys, and you come like this. Pick off 3 guys, and you pick off 4. So I mean that could be your spawn point. Let's just say your spawn trap. But let's just say that's not working out. You're standing right here. You get one guy, come over here, and you don't see anybody. You're just kind of waiting. You don't really see anybody as much. Most likely that's because either your team may have target A already, or that's already, you know, blown up, and your team's kind of pushing up this side, just for whatever reason. I have no clue why, but just for whatever reason, that may be maybe a factor why they're not spawning out there. So what I do is, if I realize that they're not coming out here, I turn like this really quick, come down here, and if I still have my attack insert, let's just say I died from over there, but they're not spawning really over there. Like they're not coming out there, they're not really coming out there. I usually come off of attack insert, see if I can kill the guy that killed me. Kill them, come right here, crouch down, place my attack insert, line it up with this tree, so it's like fully exposed. You want to kind of put it right here, because then you can see the green line would be like up in the air. So line up with this tree, place your attack insert, and then I usually stay right behind here. Now, like I said, this side of the map isn't very effective. It's not a very spawn trap. It's like you're kind of minimizing minimizing where the team is spawning, but it's not really a spawn trap. But so as you camp behind it, they can spawn right here, run out, or something like that. Pretty much what happens is that the team, if you're on this side I'm showing you right now, like the kind of not the really effective side, the team will, you might look at being here, over here, over here, and all over here. It's kind of hard to spawn trap in this map. Or on this side, excuse me, it's not very, like I said, it's not very effective. You can't do much with it just because they always start switching spawns. So then you kill guy here, kill guy. You don't see anybody come in the corner. Come right here, kick off one guy. I mean, it's just, it's not very effective. So I mean, I hope you guys enjoyed these all three videos I did: hijack, standoff, and raid. The reason for the videos is for Demolition's Feeding Spots. Just in case you guys did not know, Demolition and Black Ops 2 is just, it's pretty much drop zone for MW3. So a lot of snipers go in here with the party. They try to get feeds. They try to, you know, they try to work their way around, you know, to get some kills and stuff. And it's very fun to have, actually. You do not need a sniper to do all this. You can obviously do this with a regular gun, you know, if you want to use, I don't know, if you want to use a PDW, MP7, or whatever, any other gun works. You know, just make sure you don't pass those invisible lines, and you kind of do how I showed you in the video, just for it to be somewhat effective. You do not need a full party to do it. You can do it by yourself. I've done it plenty of times by myself where I didn't feel like playing with a bunch of people. That's just my opinion, because it's harder if you have it's harder if you have a huge party of snipers, because then you're all trying to do the exact same thing. You have 5 people over there trying to do the exact same thing, and it doesn't work out well. So, but yeah, like I said, you can do this without a full party. If you want to do it by yourself, go ahead. But you know, I recommend the spots I showed you. I recommend you using those, and you know, make those come into effective for your gameplay. So this has been Exhilarates. Peace.